guys, welcome back. Today we're talking about a very special rifle of mine. This is my first SPR build. She's very ugly, but she's my ugly. It's got a 20-inch barrel. SPR stands for Special Purpose Rifle. For those who don't know, it's not a recce rifle because the recce's like 16 and below, I believe. We're gonna go over it today. I'm gonna show you some clips. Most of it was just me trying to zero the damn rifle. I am not an expert. I'll go over all the parts, what it cost. This was the cheapest possible build that I could personally get. I'm pretty good at scrounging out the best deals for guns because I am quite broke. And this is a very expensive hobby to have when you don't have a lot of money. So you gotta save a buck here and there where you can go cheap and where you cannot. There are a few things on the rifle that do cost a bit of money, mostly the scope and the muzzle brake. But other than that, everything you can find at gun shows or Amazon. Okay. It's mostly Amazon parts, believe it or not. It's a really cheap intro into long range shooting. I'm not a long range shooter. I go deer hunting. That's about as long as I go, but it's like 100 meters in, so it all holds true. I've got about 500 to 1,000 rounds through it right now. It's a relatively new gun of mine. I'm trying to reach into that pot, that honey pot of the long range shooting action. Got my favorite Bible verse in the back. I'll talk more about that later. Let's get into the pricing of things. Coming in first, we have our VG6 Epsilon 556 at $90. I love this thing. It's really been good to me. I've had really good results with the recoil mitigation. Not that you need recoil mitigation on a 20-inch barrel, but this thing has been great and will only be replaced until I can save enough money for a proper can. Our first Amazon part will be this 1200 lumen Feyachi weapon light. I love this thing. There's absolutely no reason why you need a $300 or $400 Surefire or any other known brand gun light on it. It's got a pressure switch and had no issues with it. Another Amazon find is this CV Life Picatinny bipod. No issues with performance. It's been a lot cheaper than the Magpul bipod that's listed around $90. It has been very reliable. Next is our most expensive part on the build. It's the Sig Tango MSR LPVO 1x6 at $279 at the time of shooting this video. I've had nothing but a positive experience with it. Here's what it looks like at a one-time zoom. The eye box is great until you're at full zoom and then you really have to drill down your head positioning for those longer range shots. But that's with any LPVO from what I've gathered from other reviews on the internet. And I of course have to put an ARD for the drip points, but you don't need it unless you're in an active war zone. I'm what you call a professional LARPer, so I had to put it on this build. I've got some basic Gen 3 PMags with windows on them. No complaints with them, they work just fine. Regular mil-spec trigger and bolt carrier group that came with the base rifle. This is the gun in all her glory. And just to talk a little bit more about the Bible verse that's on the back of the rifle. I am a religious person. If you know, you know. If you've seen the scene, I got inspo from the movie Fury. Shia is talking about the verse, kind of stuck with me. This would definitely be firing me up if I ever had to use this rifle. All right, enough talk. Let's get out to the range. We have a bunch of melons, watermelons, apples, things of that nature to shoot. 55 grain, 5.56 ammo, kind of the regular ammo. God, it's so hard doing this with gloves. I'm taking the freaking glove off. 90 meters. I just painted these mags, so they might just everything. Not everything has to be pretty or showy. I'm gonna go for that melon, see how, I don't know, this rifle needs zeroing or what. Low and left. Did not shoot well. I think I gotta zero it. I'm off a little bit. Let's go see how we did. I don't have a spotter out here, so it's kind of way harder to know exactly where you're shooting. I'm trying my best. I'm definitely not a professional. You can learn way more for the guys who do it professionally. I just like to do it for fun. This is a hobby of mine. Yeah, this is how I zero my rifles. No, it's not perfect. Yes, I do go through about 15, 20 rounds. I know there's ways to do it better, but I don't have anybody out here with me, so we're making the best of with what we got. We are 100 meters away from the target. I had to back up the stand, and no, it is not the most ideal stand to zero, but last time I looked, we were about a foot or two high. I believe we're still high. Part of the deal, can't get frustrated. Buzzing. All jokes aside, I love my Canadian brethren. I just wanted to show off some drills with the 20-inch. This would be a terrible gun to use for CQB, but it is doable. After a little while of doing drills like these, you'll notice some fatigue set in. I'm about 6'2", 230, so do what you will with this information, but nonetheless, this gun is a ton of fun to shoot. Here's some clips of drill work. Ooh, this bad boy heavy.
Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
They're not all perfect reloads.